Welcome to my channel Echoes of Coin. In 1943, America struck a 1-cent coin that looked nothing like a penny. Made of steel, born from war, and mistaken for dimes. This tiny coin carries one of the most dramatic stories in U.S. numismatic history, and some rare versions are worth a fortune today. The 1943 1-cent coin of the United States stands apart from every other penny ever produced. It is the only regular-issue American cent not made primarily of copper, and its creation was driven not by artistic choice or public demand, but by the pressures of World War II. This small coin represents a moment when even everyday objects were reshaped by global conflict, industrial necessity, and national sacrifice. Before 1943, the American 1-cent coin had followed a familiar formula for decades. Since 1909, the Lincoln wheat cent had been made of a bronze alloy consisting mostly of copper, with small amounts of tin and zinc. Copper gave the penny its warm reddish color and durability, and Americans were accustomed to the feel, weight, and appearance of the coin. However, as World War II intensified, copper became a critical strategic material. It was essential for ammunition, electrical wiring, communications equipment, and countless military applications. By 1942, the U.S. government began searching for ways to conserve copper wherever possible, including in coinage. The U.S. Mint faced a serious challenge. The 1-cent coin was the most heavily produced denomination in circulation, and eliminating it entirely was not considered practical. Instead, Mint officials experimented with alternative materials that could replace copper without disrupting commerce. Several options were tested, including plastic, glass, aluminum, and various metal alloys. Ultimately, the solution chosen was low-carbon steel coated with a thin layer of zinc. This composition eliminated the need for copper while allowing mass production using existing minting equipment with minimal modification. In 1943, the United States Mint officially transitioned the 1-cent coin to zinc-coated steel. The result was a penny unlike any Americans had ever seen. Instead of the familiar brown or red tone, the new coin appeared bright silver gray. Many people initially mistook it for a dime or other silver-colored coin. The change was so striking that it immediately caught public attention and sparked confusion in everyday transactions. Despite the change in metal, the design of the coin remained the same as previous Lincoln wheat cents. The obverse featured the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appeared the motto, "In God We Trust." To the left of the portrait was the word, "Liberty," and to the right, the date, 1943. The reverse displayed the iconic wheat ears framing the denomination, 1 cent, with United States of America above and the motto E pluribus unum at the top. This continuity in design helped maintain a sense of familiarity despite the radical change in material. The steel cents were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint coins carried no mint mark, while the Denver Mint used a D, and the San Francisco Mint used an S. Production numbers were enormous. Over 1 billion steel cents were struck in Philadelphia alone, with hundreds of millions more produced at Denver and San Francisco. This massive output ensured that the steel penny would be widely available throughout the country during the war years. Although the steel cent fulfilled its purpose in conserving copper, it was not without problems. One of the most significant issues was corrosion. While the zinc coating offered some protection, it was thin and easily worn. Once the coating was damaged, the underlying steel was exposed to moisture and air, leading to rust. Many steel pennies quickly developed dark spots, streaks, or full rust coverage, especially in humid environments or when carried in pockets alongside other coins. Another problem was magnetic attraction. Unlike traditional copper pennies, steel cents were attracted to magnets. This caused issues in vending machines and coin sorting devices, many of which were not designed to handle magnetic coins. Steel pennies sometimes jammed machinery or were rejected entirely, adding to public frustration. Public reaction to the 1943 steel cent was mixed. Some Americans appreciated the symbolism of sacrifice, understanding that even small inconveniences were part of the war effort. Others disliked the coin's appearance, tendency to rust, and confusion with other denominations. Newspapers and letters from the period document complaints about lost coins, mistaken payments, and general dissatisfaction with the steel penny. Because of these issues, the steel cent was intended as a temporary measure from the start. In 1944, the U.S. Mint returned to a copper-based composition, this time using recycled copper from spent ammunition shells. This symbolic transformation, from bullets back into coins, reinforced the connection between everyday life and the wartime experience. The steel penny was discontinued after just 1 year, making 1943 a unique date in American coinage history. Despite their short production run, most 1943 steel cents are not rare today. Because so many were minted and many were saved as curiosities, millions still exist in circulated and uncirculated condition. However, their value varies significantly depending on condition, mint mark, and rarity of specific errors. In average circulated condition, a 1943 steel cent typically carries only modest value above face value. However, well-preserved examples with full zinc coating and minimal wear can be worth significantly more. Uncirculated coins with strong luster and no corrosion are especially desirable to collectors and can command premium prices. Among the most valuable steel cents are those in exceptionally high mint state grades. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services are scarce and highly sought after. These pristine examples showcase the original bright silver appearance that most circulated steel cents lost over time. Perhaps the most famous and valuable coins associated with 1943 are not the steel cents themselves, but the rare copper pennies accidentally struck that year. A small number of 1943 cents were mistakenly made using leftover copper planchets from 1942. These error coins are among the most legendary rarities in American numismatics. Authentic 1943 copper pennies have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, over $1 million at auction. Their existence has fueled decades of public fascination and countless searches through old coin collections. Similarly, rare 1944 steel cents also exist, created when leftover steel planchets were accidentally used after the return to copper coinage. These error coins are also extremely valuable and prized by collectors. The 1943 steel penny occupies a special place in American history. It represents a nation fully mobilized for war, where even the smallest denomination reflected the realities of global conflict. It also serves as a reminder of how coinage is shaped not only by economics and design, but by historical events and national priorities. Today, the 1943 1-cent coin is one of the most recognizable and discussed pennies ever produced. Its unusual appearance, wartime origin, and connection to some of the rarest coins in U.S. history ensure its lasting appeal. Whether found in a collection, inherited from a relative, or discovered by chance, the steel penny continues to spark curiosity and conversation more than 8 decades after its creation. For collectors and historians alike, the 1943 steel cent is more than just a coin. It is a tangible artifact of World War II, a symbol of sacrifice, adaptation, and resilience, and a powerful reminder that even the smallest objects can carry enormous historical weight.